Hello everybody. It's been a little bit since I've done a little video, but I just wanted to share these fun designs with you. I designed these and they are on my blog in my Etsy shop and also in the Silhouette Design store. I know it's a little past 4th of July, but we can always show patriotism. So I love our country and I love to show how much I love it. Anyway, but these would be fun to put in a scrapbook or on a card or just as a little tag for a note. And I will show you how I made them, or how we put them together. So let's start this one first. This one is just simple. It comes in all these little pieces. So using Artis glue here, and I cut them out with my Cameo silhouette. They are just in an SVG, and so you can cut them out however, with whatever you want, and then just put them together. So to just layer them, and obviously, you know, whatever cardstock or paper that you want to make it with. So they were just fun to kind of piece together if you love paper piecing, like I do. And I just thought and obviously some parts of it, like this, I made it all with cardstock. You could cut them out in vinyl or even HTV, put them on a shirt, put them on a bag. You could decorate a lot of things. I've even made, put HTV on, say, a wooden sign, and you heat press it on or just press it with your iron. You could put, like I said, on a shirt, a jacket. You could cut them out in vinyl, stick them on your cars. There's just a wide variety of things you can do with it. Look how simple that just came together, and it adds some dimension because it's in layers. So layered, but it's also thin enough, you know, that it's not going to add a lot if you throw it on a card. So there's that one. And then this one, I just made a outline, an offset in my in Silhouette Design store. And I'm using fog because it's white and there is a white firecracker. So I'm just using fog because it kind of adds a little bit of shadow behind it. And I'm gonna add that kind of just slightly behind. I know sometimes when it will shake the table. Sorry for the camera moving, but anyway, just add a little bit of color to that. And then you can see the colors there, and you can always do more shading on the actual firecracker. You could use your markers and color it. You can do a whole bunch of variety of things. So, and now to weed the vinyl. Pretty simple. They're just the 3 little pieces there. If I get it off my finger. And I am, instead of using transfer tape on this, I'm actually going to just use my fingers. You kind of figure it where you want it there. Use my little picker, I believe it's scissor. I love this thing, it's so handy. Line that up. And I did cut these out in vinyl because they were so much easier. You could cut them out in paper, but I just figured it would be a lot easier. And and then you, we're gonna put this part first, and it's gold vinyl too, and because they're so small, they're kind of a pain to weed, but you gotta bear with me as we do that. And it's okay if you don't get every little piece. If you have to kind of weed it out, each piece separately. I get it. They're tiny, but, and sometimes you have to straighten them out once you get them. Like with your, that's where this little picker thing comes in real handy. Kind of takes a minute. You can always even, because they're so tiny, and you could always thicken them up. Just make them a little bigger when you're cutting them out. But you could even, instead of weeding it this way, you could always just pick them out with the unpicker. Try to get them in the right spots that they're supposed to be in. Like I said before, if you need to if you just need to, you can even cut, you know, use an X-Acto knife or something and cut around each little firework part. You can do that too before you weed it out. There's a variety of things. Just try not to let it stress you, because it'll all work out. Get these others. And you can even, if you don't even want to cut out these parts, use a gold pen and draw them on. So just let your creativity, you know, however you want. So yeah, I'm gonna have to like weed some of those out. You can see how it has that. So I either lay it down flat or I pull it like that. And I might have to straighten it once I get it on the paper, which is okay. See if I have all the pieces. Might have to adjust them. Okay, I'm gonna stick it over there. Don't want to totally show that off if I'm missing one. So I just use a piece of transfer tape. I get mine from Expressions Vinyl. And I love the clear transfer tape, but I also love this paper one. And everybody has their, you know, preferences. These are just the ones that I use most of the time. So if you press on it really good and then roll it back kind of at an angle when you're weeding it out, that really helps. Okay, so you just kind of line it up with, like I said, might have to adjust some of these, and that's okay. They don't have to be totally perfect. They don't even have to be perfect at all. You just, you do you. You do what works for you. That's the awesome thing about crafting and being just art stuff, is you can do it that fits your personality, and we all have different preferences, so whatever you want, you make it however you want it, and don't worry about what other people think. So I am gonna pull that up just a little to make it extend up there, and I want to straighten some. You're like, that's not straight, lady. Okay, so I'm gonna add the first one. I'll add the white and put that on. And I add the little lighter part right there, about centered. And then I'm gonna add the red. And you can see where I'm centering that kind of, and it overlaps a little bit. I think this would be really fun just in a scrapbook page or something. But there you go. And you wouldn't even have to have the outline here if you can put them straight on your page or on your card. But just for the sake of this project, that's why I made a offset to put them on. So anyway, throw those on a card, throw them on a scrapbook page, cut them out in HTV or vinyl, throw them wherever. Anyway, just be creative. Thanks for joining me.